Putin silent after Ukraine strikes devastate Russian assets. June 3, 2025. Vladimir Putin has remained silent for over a day following a series of incidents in Russia. First, in the Bryansk and Kursk regions, railway bridges were blown up. Then, Russian strategic air force bases were subjected to an unprecedented strike by the armed forces of Ukraine. Putin did not comment on the Saturday railway events, which resulted in 7 people dead and over 100 injured. To recap, 2 bridges in the Kursk and Bryansk regions of Russia collapsed due to explosions. The Russian Investigative Committee determined that both cases were acts of terror. The dictator is silent, a series of humiliating blows. The Russian dictator also did not comment on the attack on airbases in the Murmansk, Irkutsk, Ryazan, and Ivanovo regions, during which, according to the Security Service of Ukraine, at least 41 strategic bombers were destroyed. On Monday, the Kremlin's press office released only congratulations from Putin on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the Baikonur Cosmodrome. He did not mention any of the recent events. Laconic statement from the Russian Ministry of Defense. As reported by the Moscow Times, even the usually verbose deputy chairman of the Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, lost his tongue despite having twice threatened Kiev and the West with nuclear war in late May. State Duma deputies remained silent, and the Russian Ministry of Defense limited itself to a terse statement admitting only to fires in several pieces of equipment. The head of the Russian delegation for negotiations with Kiev, Vladimir Medinsky, also did not comment on the incident on Sunday evening. Shortly after a landing in Istanbul, he told the RIA Novosti agency that he is in good spirits. The attack by the armed forces of Ukraine on strategic air force bases was, as Professor of Strategic Studies at the University of St. Andrews Phillips O'Brien told The Times, the most remarkable and successful operation of the war so far. By SNews.com. Story by CMZ, June 3, 2025.